Hello dear learners, how are you? I think all of you are well. I am also so. I am Anjana Burua, assistant teacher, City Government Girls High School, Chattogram. I would like to welcome you to our online class arranged by City Government Girls High School, Chattogram. Okay, dear learners, I think all of you are you can recall the about my previous classes. In our 3 previous class we discussed about changing sentence affirmative to negative and negative to affirmative. Today we will discuss about another branch of changing sentence, that is assertive to interrogative. Okay, dear learners, at first you have to know you have some idea about assertive sentence and interrogative sentence. You know that assertive sentence means to say something, it's to give an statement, and on the other hand interrogative sentence means asking something, inquiry something, you want to know something from another one. So there is a difference between assertive sentence and interrogative sentence. Today we will discuss how we can change or transfer an assertive sentence to interrogative. Okay, let us introduce with interrogative sentence. Here we can see an diagram. There is 3 ways how can we make a sentence interrogative. First one is using be verb: am, is, are, was, were, shall, will, would, can, could, etc. Number 2 is auxiliary verb do, does, or did. Another one is WH word, using WH word. So we can in this diagram we can see that we can make an interrogative or construct an interrogative sentence in 3 ways, that is using be verb, am, is, are, was, were, have shall, will, would, can, could, etc. or another one is do, does, this, and third one is using any WH word, that is who, where, how, when, why, etc. Okay, dear learners, let us start our today's main topic, changing sentence, assertive to interrogative. Take your notebook. We will go through some rules that will help us to make an assertive sentence into interrogative. Okay, dear learners, first one is there will be an be verb and the sentence will be in affirmative. Then we have to use the be verb plus not plus subject plus dot dot dot. Okay, let us see an example. Smoking is a bad habit. Here we can see that here is an be verb and the sentence is an affirmative sentence. You know there is 2 types of assertive sentence, one is affirmative, another one is negative. So then when we want to transform the sentence into interrogative, we have to use at first the be verb. This be verb will be transferred here, is. Then we have to use not, isn't, that is isn't. Isn't the subject, smoking. Isn't smoking a bad habit. Isn't smoking a bad habit? Okay, let us see another example. We can do it. So here is an be verb or model auxiliary verb. So we have to use it at first of the sentence. Can't we do it? Dear students, notice at first I didn't give any the question mark here at the end of this sentence. It's a great wrong for an interrogative sentence. Suppose the full sentence is correct, but you haven't used this question mark at the end of the sentence. That will be a wrong one. You will not get any marks for the sentence. So you have to remember that you have to use a question mark at the end of an interrogative sentence. Okay, dear learners, come to the next rule, rule number 2. Helping verb plus negative sentence. Negative, then you have to use the helping verb verb and yes interrogative sentence. Yes interrogative sentence. Okay, if there is any helping verb in a sentence and a negative one, then we have to construct the interrogative sentence using the helping verb, and the sentence, the interrogative sentence will be an yes interrogative sentence. So let us see an example. He is not a fool. So here is an helping verb, and here is it is a negative sentence. Then we have to use the helping verb at first. Is the sentence will be in yes interrogative. So is he a fool? Is he a fool? So in short, you can say that if the sentence is negative, the interrogative will be in yes interrogative. If the sentence is affirmative, the interrogative sentence will be in negative interrogative. So dear learners, come to the next rule. Rule number 3. Without helping verb plus present indefinite tense, present indefinite sentence, then you have to use don't oblique doesn't plus rest part of the sentence. For example, we can see she looks beautiful. In negative, we have to use, here we can see that there is no helping verb and the sentence is in present indefinite tense. So that's why we have to use don't or doesn't depending on the subject, the number and person of the subject. Here the subject is she, it's an third person singular number, that's why we have to use doesn't. Doesn't she, the verb will be in base form. Doesn't she look beautiful? Okay, dear learners, I think you can understand. Let us see another example. They play football every day. Okay, here like before, here is no helping verb. The subject of the sentence is third person plural number, that's why we have to use don't. Don't they play football every day? Okay, dear learners, I think you can understand. Now come to the next rule. Without helping verb plus first indefinite tense. First indefinite sentence. Then we have to use didn't plus result of the subject. Okay, dear learners, let us see an example. He liked the late spring. Okay, dear learners, we can see that here in this example there is no helping verb and the sentence is in past indefinite tense. That's why we have to use didn't to make it negative. Interrogative, negative interrogative. Didn't he like, the subject, the verb will be in base form. Didn't he like the late spring? Okay, dear learners, I think you can understand. Now let us see another rule. Rule number 5. Everybody or everyone or all. Then you have to use who plus doesn't or didn't plus rest part of the sentence. Okay, let us see an example. Everybody fears death. Okay, here we can see the word everybody. So we have to use the WH word who instead of everybody. So who, it means that the sentence is in present indefinite tense. Everybody means the subject of the sentence means that it is an third person singular number. That's why we have to use doesn't. Who doesn't, the subject will be in base form fear death. Okay, dear learners, I think you can understand the rule and the example both. Now let us see another example. Everyone saw the accident. Here we can see there is the word everyone, so we have to use who instead of everyone. Who, the sentence is in past indefinite tense, that's why we have to use didn't. Who didn't, the verb will be in base form see, so we have to use see instead of saw. Who didn't see the accident. Okay, dear learners, come to the next rule. Rule number 6. Nobody or none or no one. Then we have to use who plus the rest part of the sentence. Okay, let us see the example. None came to the meeting. Here we get the word none, so we have to use who to make it interrogative. Who, there will be no change of the rest part of the sentence, so who instead of none we have to use who. Then we will write the rest part of the sentence. Who came to the meeting. Okay, dear learners, I think it is clear to you. Now we will see the another rule. Rule number 7. If there is never in an assertive sentence, they are in interrogative, we will use ever. If there is nothing, we will use anything. The other rules will be the same as the other interrogative sentence. Okay, let us see the example. There was nothing to do. Okay, here we can get the word nothing, So as we have to make this assertive sentence interrogative, we have to use this be verb or helping verb at first of the sentence. Was, the subject is there, was there. Instead of nothing we will use anything. Was there anything to do? It's very easy. Okay, she never goes there. Okay, here we can get the never. There is no helping verb, that's why the sentence is in present indefinite tense. The subject of this sentence is third person singular number, that's why we have to use does. Does, the subject is she. Does she? Instead of never we will use ever. Does she ever? The verb will be in base form, go there. So the answer is, does she ever go there? Okay, dear learners, come to the next one. And it is our last rule. Every plus noun. If there is every plus noun, we have to use is there any plus noun plus who doesn't plus ... rest part of the sentence. Okay, let us see an example. Every man wants to be happy. Every man wants to be happy. Here we can get the word every. Here is a noun man. Then we have to use is there. Is there any? Instead of every. Instead of every, we have to use is there any. Here we have to use the noun. The noun is man. Is there any man who doesn't? We have to use who doesn't. Who doesn't, the rest part of the sentence. Then the verb who doesn't, the verb will be in base form. Who doesn't want to be happy. Okay, dear learners, see the example again. Here instead of every we have used is there any. Then we have used the noun man. Is there any man who doesn't? Who doesn't, the verb will be in base form. So the verb is want. Here is want. Who doesn't want, the rest part of the sentence, to be happy. To be happy. So the answer is there any man who doesn't want to be happy? Okay, dear learners, I think all the rules are clear to you. So let us take an homework for today's lesson. You will do it at home. Okay, take your notebook again and write down the statements and transform these assertive sentences into negative interrogative one. So first one is, Babul is an intelligent boy. Babul is an intelligent boy. Number 2, They could not drink salty sea water. They could not drink salty sea water. Number 3, she works every morning. Number 4, he died a pathetic death. He died a pathetic death. Number 5, everybody hankers after happiness. Everybody hankers after happiness. Number 6, nobody trusts a liar. Nobody trusts a liar. Number 7, I never went there. I never went there. Number 8, there is nothing wrong with me. There is nothing wrong with me. Number 9, every man will die. Every man will die. Number 10, everyone hates a criminal. Everyone hates a criminal. Okay, that's all. Okay, dear learners, I think you will complete the homework at your home and send a pic of the work to the Facebook page of our school. Don't forget to send the pic. So, dear learners, that's all for today. We'll meet again in our next class. Till then, goodbye. Thank you.